Hello and welcome to Yin and Restorative Yoga for upper back, neck, and shoulders. Gather the props that you have. I have a bed pillow, blanket, and a couple blocks. Make sure that what you're wearing is comfortable and allows you to relax. You can practice in silence or you can put some soft music on. I have some suggestions that I will include as well, and we'll be seated. Use something to sit up on. It can be a blanket, a pillow, a block or two, and you can sit up on your heels. You can sit cross-legged or even with your legs extended in front of you. And we'll start with some deep breathing here. Once you are in a comfortable seat, and what we're looking for here is the ability to lengthen through our spine with the shoulders relaxed down, with the front ribs soft so that we feel nice and wide across our mid back. We want to feel that our foundation is even on the floor or on the prop that we are on. You can shift your weight side to side to settle into a more balanced seat. And ideally, we want our knees to be lower than our hips. So use as many props as you can or as you need to help you find that alignment. And the reason for that is that this is what allows our low belly muscles and our hip muscles to relax enough for the rest of our spine to lift up and away from it so that we feel a little bit more spacious from inside out. Keep your chin slightly lifted, but not so that you're cranking your neck back, but just that you feel long through the front of your neck. And then lift through the crown of your head. That actually might feel as if you are lengthening more through the back of your neck. Muffin is joining us. And without any force or effort, start to elongate your breath. Slow down the beginning of your inhale and the beginning of your exhale. Feel free to close your eyes or rest your gaze on a point in front of you. But make sure that your eyes stay leveled with the alignment that we set up. Notice if your head starts to tilt forward or back. Unclench your jaw and let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. Soften the muscles around your eyes, even if your eyes are open. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows. And notice how doing that, relaxing your face, your neck, your shoulders, helps you breathe a little fuller and a little steadier. Maybe even with a little bit more ease. If you'd like to set an intention for this practice, please do so now. And like a magic spell, repeat your intention to yourself twice more. Open your eyes softly. Continue to keep the length through the spine, but find few rounds of seated cat-cow here. And you can hold on to your legs, you can bring your hands down onto the floor. Really depends on what feels most comfortable for you. As you inhale, arch your back, lift your gaze up, and drop your shoulder blades down. Exhale, tuck your chin slightly around through your spine. Inhale, cow pose, look up, shoulders stay back. Exhale, around. Few more times with your breath. Your movement can be as small or as big as feels good for you today. And go once more each way. And come back to your tall seat. Rest your hands on your legs or on the floor, or you can even use blocks under your hands. Keep your spine nice and long and draw your shoulder blades up your shoulders towards your ears and then relax them. Do that a few more times. Inhale, lift your shoulders up, shrug them, and exhale, relax. And a couple more times here. And then keep your spine long, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Keep your front ribs closed and shift a little bit more weight into your seat bones. Notice how it helps you relax your head more. And slowly bring your head back through the center. Inhale and exhale, left ear towards the left shoulder. Unclench your jaw. Notice if your weight shifted forward, sit up a little taller to your spine, and then relax your head just a touch. And bring your head back up. Take few rounds more of cat-cow movements here. And if you want to, you can reverse your breathing pattern and inhale as you tuck your chin in and round. And exhale as you lift your gaze and arch. Once more each way. And come back to the center. We're going to make our way down. And we're going to start in a restorative posture. A gentle heart opener. Depending on what props you have, use them to elevate your head and chest. You can use the blocks the way I'm setting them up. I'm also going to put a pillow over my blocks. If you don't have yoga blocks, you can use a pillow or two instead. You can also fold several blankets or use a yoga bolster. And I'm going to roll up this blanket to support my knees. If you have another pillow or a bolster, you can use that instead, or you can use a couple blocks, one under each knee. What we're looking for here is a supportive enough shape that allows us to relax. Use your hands to support yourself as you lower down. Once you're down, if your props are not in a good place at all, lift yourself back up and adjust them. If you are more or less in a good place, wiggle into the most comfortable shape you can. And we want our head and our chest to be supported. You can see that my block is more under my shoulder blades than under my middle back. And the reason for that is so that you can continue to be able to relax your shoulders down and feel length rather than back bend. The gentle support under our legs allows our low back to relax as well. You might even notice that after a few moments, you have a little bit more space between your hips and your shoulders. We'll be here for a few minutes. Feel free to keep your eyes closed, but if you find yourself falling asleep, open your eyes and rest your gaze on a point above you. So you can use your gaze to remind you to bring yourself back to the present moment. Notice if your mind wandered away and bring it back. 5 more inhales and exhales. And slowly start to return the movements back. Wiggle your fingers, your toes, roll out your wrists, your ankles. And when you're ready, send your arms back for a full body stretch. You can interlace your fingers and press your palms away from you. Let your shoulders shrug up. And slowly release your arms down. Go ahead, bend your knees. If you had some props under your knees, move them out to the side. You can use your foot to do that. And reach your arms a little bit wider. Roll over onto the side that's facing your screen, using whatever props are underneath you. You can fold your arm under your head. You can let it hang, depends on what feels best for you. And with your top arm, you can reach it over the head as well and let it hang. You can bring it behind your head and rest it there, or you can keep it down by your hip. We won't be here for too long. Just take in a gentle side body stretch. You can also add straightening your top leg. Think about stacking your shoulders and your hips. And then notice if your front ribs are coming forward, draw them in so that you feel a little wider across your middle back. We won't be in this shape for too much longer. Try to relax a little bit more, and we'll take 5 more rounds of breaths. One more big breath in and out. And slowly release. We're going to turn towards our props and find a supported child's pose. Take your knees as wide as your props. And if you need to make any adjustments there, that's totally fine. And bring one ear down as you find your child's pose. So we'll switch the way we're facing. After a few rounds of breath, and if you have space, you can thread your arms under your props. Let your chest and your head be supported. Slowly lift up your hand, placing the opposite ear down. And when you're ready to come out, use your hands to bring yourself up. Bring your right hip or your opposite hip towards your props and lower down onto your side. Organize yourself in this gentle side body stretch. And you can try and seeing how straightening your leg feels here. Sorry, doing it. And you can do the same thing with the arm you did on the first side, or find something else. See if you can soften the front ribs a little bit more and send more of your breath into your upper back, the middle of your rib cage, widen to the sides. Take 3 more inhales and exhales. And slowly release, bring your top hand down, bend your top knee, and press yourself up. All right, move the props out of the way. And we're going to lower down onto our bellies. If you want a little bit more comfort, you can place a blanket over your mat. If you have extra blankets, always a good idea to make this practice as comfortable as you can. And once you are on your belly, scoot over to the left side of your space. Bring your right knee into a half frog and come up onto your left elbow as you slide your right arm under your left armpit. So without twisting, lower your chest down as much as you need to feel the stretch through the front of your right arm and the top of your right shoulder. So it might be all the way down. You might use your fist to support your head, a block, anything that makes you feel comfortable. Remember, in yin yoga, we want the sensation to be rather gentle 4 or 5 out of 10 here is perfect. Don't go any higher. If you feel a little less, you can increase the sensation, but also know that the stretch is gentle because we don't normally stretch our elbow or our shoulder that way. So it might be okay to stay at a lower level. It will increase over time. And we also want to make sure we are avoiding injury, so don't put too much weight into your right elbow and arm. We won't be here for too much longer. Take 5 more rounds of breath. To come out, use your left hand to press into. Uncross your right arm. Go ahead, roll out your shoulder a few times. And we'll give the shoulder a break and focus on the opposite one. Scoot over to the other end of your space. So you're still staying on your mat if you use one to practice. I like to use my block under my ear here and bring your left arm out into a half T. Your hand, your elbow and your shoulder are in one line and your palm is facing down. Use your right hand to roll, to help you roll over onto the right side. And I like to keep my top knee bent and focus on stacking my shoulders, especially since we are focusing on our upper spine here. A lot of times people are bringing their top leg back, which takes them into twist. It's not a bad or good, better or worse. shape, it's just a different shape. So here I want you to think more about bringing your top shoulder as far back so it lands over your bottom one. And what I like to do is to tuck my top hand into my um, sideways. So what it does to me is that I again remind myself to widen across my mid back and relax the front ribs as I lean my rib cage into the top forearm. And I also like to lean my head back just a tiny bit to make sure that I'm not tucking my chin into my chest. If this is too much or becomes too much at any point, bringing your top shoulder forward will decrease the sensation. And you might just need to take a moment there and then you can come back, or you can stay there for a little longer. But I won't be here for much longer, so let every breath be full and powerful. Take 3 more inhales and exhales here. When you are ready to come out, slowly stack your legs and roll onto your belly. Pause for a moment, letting the blood come back into your bottom shoulder. Left one for me. And when you're ready, go ahead and shake out your elbow, close and open your hand a few times, roll out your wrist, roll out your shoulder. And we'll stay on this side of your mat or your space. Bring your left knee into half frog. Use your right elbow to come up onto. Have your block nearby if you need it. And bring your left hand threaded under the right armpit. You will lower down slowly, honoring this side, knowing that it might feel very different and not pushing any particular sensation or result onto the side. Just letting yourself explore with your breath. How can you create a little bit more space in the back of your left shoulder? The outside of your left arm, anywhere else you might feel this. Definitely want to avoid any pain in your elbow. So if that happens, bring your right elbow in a little more and come out just a touch. You might elevate your block or add a fist under your head. And once you are in a place where you can sustain the stretch and the fullness of your breath, stay there. Take 3 more inhales and exhales. When you're ready to come out, support yourself as you uncross your bottom arm. Reach it out to the side and let it rest for a moment. And then shake it out. Bring your legs together. Slide over to the opposite side of your space. And now reach your opposite arm in line with your shoulder. You can use a prop under your head. Bring yourself onto your bottom side. And I like to bend my top knee and tuck my top hand into my waistline, so to say, so that I stay nice and wide across my middle back. Lift your chin a little bit and see if you can find a little bit more space in all 4 sides of your neck. Soften your facial expression, let your head become heavier. Three more inhales and exhales here. And slowly release. Roll onto your belly. And let the blood come back into your arm. When you're ready, find movements in your hand, wrist, elbow, shoulder. And use both hands to press yourself up to a seat. find a comfortable seat one more time. And I'm going to go sideways so you can see where we're moving with that. Any comfortable seat that feels good for you. Roll out your shoulders one way and then the opposite way. And then bring your arms in front of you. Cross your right elbow under the left and start with your hands towards your shoulders. Walk your hands back so you're giving yourself a hug and try to relax your shoulders down so you feel nice and wide across your back. Now notice if your weight is forward and your ribs are opening. I want you to shift a little bit more weight back. Wonderful. Inhale and exhale. And we'll release our arms. Give yourself a moment. Feel the release across your upper back. If you need to move in any way, please feel free to do so. And after a few rounds of breaths, we'll find the second side. When you're ready, reach your arms forward in front of you. Keep your shoulders down and keep your spine long. Your gaze stays forward. And now bring your left elbow under the right. Bring your hands to your shoulders and walk your hands back as far as they will go while you're still keeping your shoulders down. Check in with your front ribs. Draw them in, shift a little bit more weight into your sit bones, and keep your chin lifted. You can close your eyes, so keep your eyes open, but let your head stay lifted. Continue to reach up to the crown of your head. 3 more rounds of breaths here. Slowly release. Take a few rounds of seated cat-cows or shake it out in any other way. Stillness is always an option as well. And we will meet seated with our legs extended in front of us. I like to sit up on a little bit of a prop, so I'm using a blanket under my hips. And the rest of my props I'm going to use to support my torso as we find a seated forward fold. It doesn't matter how wide your legs go. It depends on what feels comfortable for you today, and you can change that. For me, it's to accommodate the props. And if you need to keep your legs closer, you can just put the props right on top of your legs. And this is a stretch for the entire back line. So I want you to think about being heavy and rounding through your spine as you bring yourself down. If you don't have enough props or you don't have the props that you need, just letting yourself hang in the air is totally fine as well. And over time, you might end up coming closer and closer to your props. If that happens, feel free to make any adjustments. And for this shape, I would like your head to stay down if you can. For me, I like to bring my fists or hands that I bring over each other under the forehead so I can continue to breathe. You can also put a small towel, fold it over, or a block under your forehead, and let yourself really round through your entire spine, like you're coiling into the floor with the crown of your head. Take 3 more inhales and exhales. yourself up. Move the props in front of you out of the way, but keep the prop that you are sitting on under your seat. And if you need something different, you can change it now. We'll find a cross-legged seat and keep your shins parallel. Doesn't matter which leg is in front first. Get up nice and tall. Keep your gaze forward and twist to the left. Right hand comes onto the left knee and left hand comes behind you. But keep your gaze forward as you twist your shoulders and your chest left. Look right with your head. Notice if your front ribs came forward. Again, put a little bit more weight back into your sit bones, and then notice how it helps you lengthen more through your spine. Relax your shoulders down, shoulders and chest go left, head goes right. 3 more rounds of breath. And then slowly release. Come back to the center. Pause for a moment. Notice any differences between the two sides of your body. And keep your right knee bent. Straighten your left leg out in front of you. Bend your left knee as much as you need to hold on to your left big toe. And straighten your leg as much as you can. You can let your chest come forward. Now reach your right arm back. Lengthen through your spine, draw your shoulders back. Remember, your left knee can stay bent. And here, I want you to look forward and point your left toes. And then flex them. Keep reaching with your opposite arm. Point your toes. And then flex them. 3 more times. Feel wide across your shoulder blades. And slowly release, come back to the center. Change the crossing of your legs. Again, it doesn't matter which shin is in front, just switch whichever one it is. And we'll twist to the right. Right hand comes behind you, left hand comes onto your right knee. And then as you twist your chest and shoulders to the right, twist your head to the left. Long through your spine. Even out the weight in your hips. Three more inhales and exhales. Twist, come back to the center and pause for a moment. Keep your left knee bent and straighten your right leg out on diagonal. Bend your right knee as much as you need to find your right big toe with your fingers. Reach your left arm back and then keep your gaze forward as you straighten your right leg any amount. Continue to reach your back arm back so you are pulling yourself in opposite directions, but keep your gaze forward. Point your right toes and then flex your right foot. Point the foot and flex it. 3 more times. Continue to reach with your left arm in opposite direction. And go slower than you think you need to. The slower you go, the better. And release. Come back through the center. Pause for a moment. Going to make our way down onto the floor. For the next few postures, we'll use fewer props, so to say. So I am going to put my blanket over my mat. Lower down onto your back for a reclined half moon or side body stretch. Stretch your legs in front of you and send your arms back. For today, I want you to take your arms into a V and then bend your elbows and hold on to your left elbow with your right hand. Keep your legs together and we'll start with the upper body. Move your head and shoulders over to the right. Make sure that you can relax both shoulder blades down and then move your left elbow over to the right using your right hand. If you want to add more, you can move your heels, your feet over to the right as well, or you can stay here and enjoy a side body stretch, mostly in your upper body, all the way up to your left elbow. So widen across your main back. And breathe into your left side to give yourself a gentle assisted stretch from inside out. 5 more inhales and exhales. And slowly come out. Relax your arms down by the sides of your body and pause for a moment. And reach your arms back up above your head. Take them a little bit wider into a V and then bend your right elbow and hold on to your right elbow with your left hand. Keep your legs together and move your upper body over to the left. And then move your right arm over to the left. If you want to add more, after a few rounds of breath, let your legs move over to the left as well, but keep your hips where they are. Notice if your awareness wandered away from you, bring it back. 5 more rounds of breath on this side. Send your full inhales into your right side body and release any tension as you exhale. Slowly release. Come back through the center, release your arms down by the sides. Pause and breathe into your body. When you're ready, bend your knees. Reach your arms out into a T or a cactus arms. And bring your knees over to the left. And then close your right arm over the left. Pause on your side for a moment. Keep your hips stacked. And as you inhale, twist, reach your right arm back. Exhale, bring your hands back together. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, come back in. We'll do this a few more times. You might enjoy bringing your left hand onto your right knee. Twice more. And after your second round, stay in your twist. If there are any props you would like to use for your legs, or maybe under your right shoulder, feel free to use them. Continue to breathe into the back of your rib cage, into your right side. 5 more inhales and exhales. And bring your gaze and your knees back through the center. You can straighten your legs and relax your arms by your sides to pause.
And then rebend your knees. Reach your arms out, and this time let your knees fall over to the right. And then close your left hand over the right. Make any adjustments to your placement in your space. And as you inhale, reach your left arm back, open up into a twist. Exhale, bring your hands back together. Inhale, twist, and open. Exhale, close. Maybe your right hand comes onto your left knee as you continue to twist. And next time you open, stay in your twist. Maybe bring your gaze over to the left. One more big breath in and out. And untwist, come back through the center. Straighten your legs to relax. And next we'll set up for a well-deserved Shavasana. We've done quite a lot of movement for our spine, especially for the upper part of it. It might feel very supportive to just lay flat on the floor for a very traditional corpse pose, or a yin version of it, pentacle. For that, you can take your feet wider, reach your arms up above your head into a V, coming into a shape of a star. If there is any other shape that feels best for your body, take that. You can support your knees with blocks or pillows. You can cover yourself with a blanket or use one under your head. If you'd like a longer Shavasana, feel free to turn off this recording and stay in your restful pose for as long as you wish. If you stay in with me, I will take you out in a few minutes. Rest, relax completely. Your awareness back gently, deep into your breath. Start to return movements back. Wiggle your toes, your fingers. Gently rock your head side to side. Roll out your wrists, your ankles. And when you feel ready, bend your knees. Use your arm under your head as a pillow as you roll over onto your side. Pause in fetal position, letting your spine adjust to this new orientation in space. Give your body a quick scan from the crown of your head down to the tips of your toes, noticing any changes, noticing the spaces that feel open and spacious. Press your hands down to lift yourself up to a seat. If you can, keep your eyes closed on the way. And bring your shoulders over the hips, lengthen through your entire spine. As you inhale, reach your arms out to the sides, up towards the ceiling. Bring your palms together. And exhale, draw your palms through your midline. Pause at your heart. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, bow down. Thank you for practicing. Namaste.